Hello everyone, in this video I will teach you how to solve this word problem involving compound interest and simple interest. But before I proceed, I want to say special shout out to the sender of this word problem. We have a freshman civil engineering student of PSU Urdaneta. I hope that by watching this video lesson, you will be able to understand how to solve this particular word problem. So here's our problem. An account at 4% compounded weekly will earn the same amount of interest in 1 year as a simple interest account at blank percent. So in this problem, we are required to look for the annual simple interest rate that will satisfy the given condition. And what's the given condition? The total interest earned in 1 year by the compound interest account should be equal to the total interest earned in 1 year by the simple interest account. So that's the main focus of our solution. Let's write down the main focus. I sub C equals I sub S. I sub C represents the total interest earned in 1 year by the compound interest account. I sub S represents the total interest earned in 1 year by the simple interest account. Let's call this equation 1. Next step, let's write down our compound interest formula. A equals P times the quantity 1 plus R divided by N raised to the exponent N times T. A represents the final amount or final value after T years. P represents the principal amount or the initial value. R represents the compound interest rate expressed as a decimal. N represents the number of compounding periods per year. T represents the time in years. Next, let's determine the given information, an account at 4% compounded weekly. This is the information for the compound interest account. 4% is the value of the compound interest rate. It's the R. R equals 4%. Always remember that if you plug the value of R into this formula, it should always be expressed in decimal. 4%, convert it to decimal number, remove the percent symbol, and move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Where's the decimal point? It's invisible. It's located at the right of 4. Move it 2 places to the left. We will have 0.04. Or you can use the definition of percent. By definition, percent means by the 100. So you can divide 4 by 100. It's still equal to 0.04. Compounded weekly. N is equal to 52 because there are 52 weeks in 1 year. T is 1 year. Okay, so we have 3 available information for the compound interest account. Next, A on the left side of the compound interest formula is the future amount. Final amount, and it's equal to the sum of the principal amount and the interest. A is actually P plus I. We will replace the left side of the formula by P plus I. P plus I equals P times the quantity 1 plus R divided by N raised to NT. Then we will solve for I. We will isolate I on the left side. We don't need a plus p on the left side. To eliminate p from the left side, we will use the subtraction property of equality. Left side minus p, right side minus p. P plus I minus p. P times the quantity 1 plus r divided by n raised to nt minus p. Cancel out the opposite terms on the left side. We are left with I. And I is equal to P times the quantity 1 plus R divided by N raised to NT minus P. The numerical coefficient of negative P is actually negative 1. Let's write the invisible 1. Factorize the right side. The GCF is P. Let's factor it out. I equals P. If you factor out P from the first term, we are left with the exponential coefficient. It's actually 1 plus R divided by N raised to NT. And if we factor out P from the second term, we are left with minus 1. Then we will substitute the given information. R equals 0.04, N equals 52, T equals 1. So I is equal to P times the quantity 1 plus 0.04 divided by 52 raised to 52 times 1 minus 1, and then close with bracket. It's okay even if P is not given. It's still possible to solve for the required simple interest rate even if P is unknown. Okay, let's put subscript C to denote that this is the interest earned in 1 year by the compound interest account. And let's call this equation 2. Next, let's write down the simple interest formula. I equals P times R times T. I represents the total interest earned in 1 year. After T years, P is the principal amount, and it's the same as the principal amount of the compound interest account. R is the simple interest rate. This is what we are looking for. T is the time in years. And we also know T. For simple interest account, our T is also equal to 1. Let's put subscript S to denote that this is the interest earned by the simple interest account. Let's substitute T equals 1 into the formula. I sub S equals P times R times 1, and it's equal to PR. Let's call this equation 3. Then let's go back to our main focus. This is the condition that we need to meet. I sub C should be equal to I sub S. Let's substitute equation 2 and equation 3 into equation 1. Substitute 2 and 3 into 1. So if we substitute equation 2 into 1, the left side of the equation 1 becomes this expression. P times the quantity 1 plus 0.04 divided by 52 raised to 52. Multiply 52 and 1, it's still equal to 52 minus 1. Substituting equation 3 into equation 1, the right side of equation 1 becomes PR. So equation 1 becomes this equation. Then we will use the division property of equality to eliminate P from both sides of the equation. Left side divided by P, this will be cancelled out. Right side divided by P, this will be cancelled out. So the right side becomes R. and left side becomes the expression 1 plus 0.04 divided by 52. You raise this group to 52 and then minus 1. If you evaluate this expression, you will get a decimal number. And to express decimal number into percent form, you just multiply this by 100%. Use your calculator to solve for R. R is approximately equal to 4.08%. Double check. Okay, so this is the answer to this problem. R is equal to 4.08%. If you have any questions or you want further clarification, feel free to leave a comment. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am Tutor Marife MCP. Thank you for watching.